Okay, hopefully this thing is working. There's a lot to unpack in this chapter. Let's start with the beginning with Hisoka. Okay, so for this one, was able to pull some old pages up. These two pages, I'm just gonna read them verbatim. They'll be on your screen. You might not be able to read them due to text size. It says Hisoka never speaks of his past. He's not particularly interested in events long gone. He'll probably forget what capture looks like tomorrow. Hisoka does not belong to anyone, anything, or anyone. I'm not gonna read that text. That doesn't. And then we have him, taking off the fake spider text tattoo that he put on with texture surprise. It's time to hunt down the spiders, and he's saying this because he's found Gon and Kahlua, so new people he can focus on. So that just tells you a little bit, like, that's how he goes in life. He finds something new, he waits for it to marinate, and then he takes care of it. But this is the important thing. Hisoka is his own man, and he's confident that he's the most powerful. That's exactly why he let Crollo do whatever he wanted when they fought in Heaven's Arena. So in this chapter, he talks about how what he seeks is individual combat at the core, basically. He's similar to Netero, younger Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho. He didn't want it. Ants aren't human. He likes the human aspect of it. He's saying, like, he's not saying that the ants are not humanistic. He's saying, like, they're literally biologically not humans. They're ants. So, and he doesn't, like, he's not a fan of Falkenberg's ability. He didn't, like, train his ability up, or it's not coming from him directly. He has to have the support of others. But another thing that was important about the chapter is that we learned back. This is actually Hisoka's first appearance since 357. Bolunov, at the request of Crollo, I believe that's in chapter 377. He turned into Hisoka to try to basically the Mafia family thinks that is Hisoka, so the troop can fully focus on finding Hisoka because they're not worried about the troop finding him now. Also, we learned that Lynch is dead. The whole scene makes a lot more sense, like, when you look at it from this way. Because I don't think Hisoka would just win, like, along with them. And he's apparently, they think he's working with the prince. I think it seems like it would be Marina is working with Hisoka as well. And she's also connected to Rodnik, so I think that's who the prince is. We'll probably get more information on that in a little bit. Also, one of Sarasa's killers, not I believe there was at least 2 or 3 men. One of them was killed 10 years ago. He was a chairman of a children's foundation. They said that they're still looking for the killer, and this is the 10th anniversary. But the crowd background says, didn't they already report at the beginning that somebody did do it, and then they walked it back? So what most likely happened is similar to how, like, Sarasa was killed and left a note was left. We don't know what that note says. Think about how the Phantom Troop, they then left a note at the Kurta massacre. They also probably left a note there, but it wouldn't look good. Why would the Phantom Troop murder a real philanthropist, a real advocate for children's rights? Because by revealing that information, you obviously know he's into seedy dealings, at the least, which we know he's a lot more than just seedy. It's very dark stuff. The last part of the chapter, then, is Nobunaga discussing things with Kenny Wang, who is what? He's the underboss of Char. And apparently, they're discussing, like, if, is this really even the Haley Mafia? I need to go back and reread the chapters, but the Haley Mafia, like, succession for Marina to come to leader, that was a slaughter. Remember, all the other members were purged, I believe, other than the guy that was given a tattoo to the girl, who then got her body chopped up for a little painting for Sarainek. And but he doesn't tell the truth there. Basically, Nobunaga's clocked exactly what Marina's doing. They want to destroy everything, and then to do it, the condition is to kill people. That's literally exactly what they're doing, like, to a T. They kill people, and they get in the aura increases in the levels. It's that simple. So there's a lot. Most of that is discussion between them, but another like a big thing that's some causing some disputes is when Kenny Wayne says we might have to use our Joker. If you look at Voracious Drake's translation, he says you might have to use the Joker. It doesn't say. A lot of people are complaining about this more on Twitter, not on like other places. But if you read the what's his name, Voracious Drake translation, if you read that translation, there's no pronoun, so or anything. It's ambiguous of like who's it. He's talking like in his head, so it doesn't even say you like or we. It doesn't say anything. No, nothing. It just says you might have like. Think of it like this: might have to use the Joker is what it would like literally say. But it seems that I don't know if Wayne's lying because he does work with her, or he's lying because they don't need to know like the full internal workings of how the mafia succession worked between the Haley. Hulkenberg's freedom of possession I think happens at 12. It doesn't say a time in this chapter, but that it is going to happen that day at 12, so it's about to happen. She's sending Dogman. Dogman's level 62. He can sniff out a Nin type 5 meters away. So that means even if they don't know Nin, he can tell you. Because he can tell you, like, say, okay, you can sniff them out. They don't know Nin if it gets close enough. But they're a transmuter. Something like that. They're looking for somebody. I believe they're looking for one of the soldiers from 394 to infiltrate deeper with Saronic. I think so. Either Borgson. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Borgson. And they said if they find this person, they can just, the beginning and the end, the complete slaughter of everybody in the boat. The end of Kukin, as we know it. And Sodom's ability is to, that's why I think it's one of the soldiers, because they don't know Nin. And Sodom says that as long as they don't know Nin, his kidnapping ability is going to work. So. Then we get a picture at the end of 3 of the Mafia members. 2 of them were the ones that fought in 391 with Heinrich. And the other one, I don't even know the name. He looks like Hajime Saicho from Rurouni Kenshin. But I'm guessing they're all level 51. I was looking in the background, and it kind of looks like, it's like a processing plant. Like, way bigger than what they had before. I mean, is that just, like, blood in there? And, like, is that water? Or what is that? It's hard to tell, but the next chapter is going to open up with the first page and then a double spread and then a double spread at the end. So probably some big reveals are going to happen in the next chapter. So far with this batch, I think it's been a pretty good batch, especially... This wasn't my favorite. It was almost favorite. I still like 401 better, I think. I just think that was a better, like... These were all good reveals. The 402 and the 404 were good chapters. They're definitely... Those are more chapters, like, you're going to look back on and then, like, they were very important later. But I'd say right now, if I ranked them, 401 and then 405 is my second best. Really excited for the next chapter. Thanks for watching.